when our government officials and our leaders issued our new stay-at-home orders and the quarantine rules, the different quarantine rules earlier this year, it not only closed the doors for restaurants and hairdressers, it also closed the door for our love lives, some of us. And our single people today are crying because their love lives have been shelved because of this pandemic. And the growing numbers with this virus kind of overshadow us coupling up and all of that. And so we're saying today that as humans, we still crave intimacy. And how is it that we can love through COVID or find love during this COVID pandemic? Nataki, we're going to break it up in a two because, I mean, enough things to talk about.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about how to find love as a single person because in our last video, a single person texted me and she said, you know what, I see the topic and that is not for me. And so you need to go find that topic for me. And so I asked her, what is it that she wants us to talk about? And she gave us the suggestion,
Right.
how to find love. And she went on to say how to find love in this time, during COVID. We did a struggle with how to find love alone. So how are we going to do it during COVID?
It's very difficult. It's very difficult because, I mean, finding love is not a simple thing. It's not a piece of cake.
It's not.
So
when she sent that to me, I'm like, what she a do to me? Because it's something hard, man, and it's a cry.
It's what she and other people have to deal with.
Yes.
And so, you know, we consider it. And I don't know. It's going to be hard because then there are people who were already into online dating and these things and would have said, okay, all you do is just go to online dating. But if you're anything like me, online dating does not appeal to me at all. So I don't know, for those people who are like me, I'm sure it's going to be very, very difficult.
I'm not even sure if Jamaica as a country is inclined to online dating. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Because me more think of overseas people do them something there. Me don't know. So me think. I don't know if we are inclined to those things.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I don't think it is. I guess because I know of people who are local who they engage in online dating, but usually the people who they are engaging with, majority of the time, they're from abroad, from overseas, you know. So, you know, it's still kind of cross borders in some way.
Yeah.
But on a local front, I don't think we do it as much. We don't have situations where. Well, let me not say don't, because I don't know for sure.
Yeah.
But where I'm gonna go online and meet somebody who's local right here in Jamaica, and then we go and meet up somewhere down the line or whatever. So I don't know how much, but maybe for some people,
maybe
it's gonna be developed even more now that we are restricted and we have to be staying inside. I mean, I say for those of us who do go out to whatever extent that we do, still try to see how you can put that part of your life in the picture.
It was already a strain before COVID
definitely
came about. It was a strain. It was a cry.
Yes.
It was really a cry, both from the male's perspective and the female's perspective. People we're just not finding our true
the person that we really think we want to be with and spend the rest of our life with or have a relationship with. And so as you mentioned that, thinking about how to find love by itself, forgetting about COVID right now.
Just to find love,
Just to find love. We say how to find love. There is no one way to answer that question. And we are no love gurus to say to you.
We are none because...
Okay, this is what you do. You know, we're not.
I did ask Nataki off camera how to find love because I don't know how to find it. I have been in a relationship from
your band.
And so I don't even know really what to say, but we can
dating
give
world
you
is like and all of that.
I really don't. I mean, I did date, but it's just the one person you date. So you get me? I say,
yeah. So it's a whole different thing. And so what we had to do, because we really wanted to be able to, give some pointers, give some tips, because for me, I did date, but I don't know. I can't, as I said, I can't just say to you, okay, this is what you do.
Yeah.
One thing I can say, which is what I did for sure, is that I was determined that, listen, I was not going to become one of those old women who was single all her life and looking back and saying, boy, I wish me did. No, I was determined that, listen, I don't know how it's going to happen. I don't know who or when or, all of those things. But I was determined that, listen, I want this for me. I want to be in a relationship. I want to get married one day.
Mm-hmm.
And so I had my mind open to that regard, tried my best to know what I wanted and to look for that, to go out there and try to find that.
Before we start to look at the tips, I want to identify some of the single people that we have out there. Mm-hmm. And in that identifying them, you have persons who can't stay single. They don't like being by themselves. And I don't want to say that's a problem, but it is a problem. In some if you cannot learn to share a space with yourself and just be single, not having somebody complete you and learning to complete yourself, that's a problem. And we have a lot of persons like that out there who them just can't stay single. It's them are go mad. Them have to find somebody, and you find that persons like those, they end up in rebound relationship because as one no work, them find one next one,
just
right?
To fill the gap, and that's not
just to fill the gap. And you have other persons who love hard.
Oh wow!
As you find somebody, you love them.
Yeah.
And that's a problem. And so today you have to first know who you are, identify what type of single person you are. And when you find, you have to go fix them little something there before you can, all of the tips that we're going to tell you. So identify first who you are as a single person.
And so, even in saying that, some of the tips that we found that we are trying to offer, also dive into that a little bit. Because, if you are a single person and you want to find love, you want to find somebody, there are certain things that you're going to have to fix about you.
Yeah, definitely.
To make yourself ready for a relationship.
Definitely.
Going into a relationship is not something that anybody should do lightly.
Yeah.
You understand me? It might seem, if it is that you go into a relationship lightly, it is as if you're saying that you're not really ready to be serious, you're not really ready for a commitment, you just have a fling with somebody.
Yeah.
And if that's what you're doing at this time, all of this is not for you. Because, anybody can go and have a fling. You understand me? So if you're really looking for a relationship and you're really saying, okay, I'm at the point where I no longer want to be single and I'm seeking a relationship. Mm-hmm. One of the first things they say is that we hear it and it becomes kind of cliche where you say you find love when you're not looking. When you're least looking for love, you'll find it. It can happen. So don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to say that it's not possible for the love of your life to find you when you weren't expecting it. It can happen. But don't sit down there and say, okay, I'm waiting for the love of my life to find me.
It not go fall from heaven like that,
don't
sister.
Do that. Actively, as I said, for me, I made up my mind and I said, okay, I know I don't want to remain single. I was looking at other people around me that were, would have been older than me.
Yeah.
And I was saying, okay, this person is not yet married, whatever. It's not like you have a timeline as to when you're supposed to do it.
No.
But at the same time, I was saying to myself that I don't want to reach a certain age. Like, all of your youthful life that you would want to share with somebody.
Companionship,
all of that is gone.
Mm-hmm.
And then me sit down at 60 years old when me start to gray and have a much gray hair and my body stop function certain way. And I look back and I say, boy, I should have did. And if me did. So I was determined that I was going to let that happen. So I looked. And so we're saying to you, actively look.
And you have some persons who are actively looking, because I would want to think that the request is coming from somebody who is genuinely and actively looking for someone and just can't find somebody who match them standard. And again, you have some more single people who, no matter who come, them just not match your standard. Me don't know how to fix that.
Because in a case
Because
like,
somehow
you
we
can
have
be
some
a perfectionist,
high standard.
and then
And we have to revisit that sometimes. Me nah say you mustn't keep your standard, keep it. But then if you realize that for 10 years it now work, go revisit that list of
because
things.
sometimes
And
you may be you're
being too hard.
rigid and stringent with some things. Like, nobody's perfect. So if you find one man, the man nice in his personality and has a lot of the things that you as a person would like, but because him though tall, dark and handsome, you decide to say, me not want a man there because him not tall enough, him not black enough, or him not
you remember
brown
when I
enough,
said in a previous episode that I had a list, right? And from the list of 10, Paul get 9. Suppose me say, me need somebody get 10 out of 10.
You're
work with your list and
yourself.
see if boy, me can work with 7, me can work with 8, because guess what? You can go in with 8 and by the time you go in and settle down.
And so that was it. When I got to the point where I was dating somebody now and looking at the person, and the more you got to know the person and the more you get to know the person when you're dating, you will find things that you don't like about the person.
Yeah.
But what I did was say, okay, is this something that I
can work with?
Yeah. You understand me? You're not going to say, all right, I don't like this. Make him go on that side. Yeah. No. Is it something that I can work with? Is it something that I think that me and the man can work on? You
together. Yeah, man.
Try to do things like that. Don't be so strict with your list and say, okay, it has to be this way or no way at all. I mean, you gotta find yourself.
You're gonna kind of run into some
because
problems
chances
right
are
there.
it will be very difficult to find somebody that's gonna meet every criteria on your list. You understand me?
And remember, the person who you are looking for, they probably have a list too, and they probably are compromising with you because you probably meet 7 out of 10. Compromise.
Yeah, you have to do that.
You get me, I say?
You have to try, because you yourself not perfect. You're looking for perfection and you're not perfect.
Exactly.
You understand me? So you just have to
think about that. Be mindful of that.
Yeah. And so one of the next things that we're saying is, this one kind of tricky, but go where people who like the same things.
Yeah.
So try to go places where people like the things that you like, so they can meet somebody that likes things that you like.
Sharing the same interest.
Yeah, sharing the same interest. And so, you want to go and try to find, yes, they say that opposite attract, and you need to be mindful that you can be attracted to somebody who is, your opposite. But at the same time, when it's not easy to say, okay, let me go find somebody who's opposite to me and see if I like them. It's not easy to do that, but it's easier for you to say, okay, let me go to a movie because I want to meet somebody who likes to go to the movies.
Action movie or whatever.
Yeah, watch the type of movie
that
I like.
When you go to one place and meet somebody, them have other things where them like and you not like. So
yeah.
You just need to go places
try different things, because you're actually you have a goal in mind, and you're going after something. You just don't sit down there and say, Lord, me can't find my man.
A man crosses and woman crosses. Them gal are wicked, them wicked. Don't do it.
Yeah, you want to try, really want to try to be actively going out there.
Definitely.
The next thing that we're saying is look up from your phone. Look away from your phone.
All of us have that problem, and I'm not going to just say that for the singles. Us as couples too, because some of the time when we go
problems. Yeah, it does. It takes you away from the things that are important around you in society.
The no.
You understand me? You're in the phone, on social media, keeping up with all of what's happening there, and just being locked out of all of what is happening immediately around you. So it's like I said, when you look at the COVID part, we're saying, okay, it's going to be hard for us to date and to find somebody to date in this time. But if you go to work, I'm not saying you must date your coworker, but on your way to work, you may see somebody.
Yeah.
Or, you go to different places. You may
you're traveling on a bus.
You go wherever, you may see somebody. But sometimes we don't get a chance to see anybody because we're too busy looking in our phones.
Just like I said to my husband on our anniversary, we're gone. Mr. Tim said, listen, this one is going to be totally different. I'm not saying that the last one we were totally
but just make a concerted effort to say no social media right now.
This time is for us, and we need to spend time on us.
Do you know how much we allow other people out there to get in the way of us?
Yes, man. Listen
and don't even realize it.
My husband's phone staying at the hotel room most of the times. for that. I mean, like, no, pal, you were glued to your phone, sir.
Yay!
Staying at the
He
room,
made
and
an
then
effort.
it's when we go back in, we'll probably check like the messages to the person just
Yeah.
saying happy anniversary and whatever. But listen, we made a conscious effort.
Yeah, that's what you have to
put
do.
down the phone.
If you have an aim in mind, you have a goal in mind, you need to do what you need to do.
You just have to do what you have to do.
And
we have a problem in that
happen.
area, if we can be honest with ourselves. Everywhere we go, everybody plaster on them phone. Carry a liquid on with the phone now we on. We are cross road and I read message.
Yeah,
we are
so
drive and we are read message.
Yeah,
Look.
so you want to find somebody, maybe that person comes sit down right beside you, but you didn't see them
didn't see
because
them.
you weren't looking. You
Yeah.
were looking at your phone. You can also bear in mind that the romantic stuff is not necessarily what you should be going after when you're going out there to look for somebody.
Yeah.
Yes, it's good to have that. Yes, it's good if you find somebody that the
course.
romance
Romance is good.
it's heightened and it clicks and the chemistry strong and all of them something there. But you don't want to just go out there looking for that, because what that will do is that you may meet somebody who can be your partner. So we're saying don't look for romance, look for a partnership. You can meet somebody that could be your partner, but you miss it because the chemistry never click. And when I say chemistry never click, it's like it wasn't love at first sight. You never see me feel butterflies, or you never feel some type of way, something a bubble up in your belly.
We've heard so many stories
Because you
with
see the
people that
man
say,
and-
"Why, this
yeah.
man was my friend for years.
Yes.
This man was my friend. This woman was my friend, and I never think say would are they together, because guess what? We build a friendship first.
Yes. So that's what we're saying. You can, because you may be there, the person might be right there, and you miss
Invest in
it
partnership first.
because you never did a look at that. You look for the romance
You look
something
for
there where-
butterflies,
yeah,
sweep off
you know,
a foot type of thing.
Yeah, you're looking
And
for all
everybody will
that.
come up.
And it's not that it's not important for you to have that, but guess what? You find somebody that you're compatible with in different ways, and after a while, those butterflies and that romance, it
Will
comes.
come.
And
And
that
every
is more
man-
sustainable than when you find it right away, love at first sight. It's gonna fade off. And then when it fade, you realize, say, but I brother the ugly,
Exactly.
Him did only look cute because at that time you had googly eyes and were
Listen
looking
to
at
me.
him properly.
Me and Paula go through some picture last week when finding them computer. I don't know when the picture they did there. I'm look on the picture and I go, so then not that me did love. I'm say, Paula, how it did look so? Oh, Paul,
And at that time, he did not look like
and
that
at
to
them
you.
time, I say, at boy, me a talk to.
Yep.
The man pants big, can hold me and him in the best, Paul.
Well, you've grown, darling, and times have changed, so, it
Listen,
happens.
and every time the man will come up to you and say, use some very corny,
Yes, and
things and talk
and him
about,
sweep you off of the
is God
feet.
missing an angel? Sir, excuse. Because I don't know, what is wrong with them man and them corny pick-up lines?
I mean, it's
But
something
we
that I
won't-
think you got
You
game,
get the gist, right? Not
Yeah.
everybody will come on and say that
won't always
one
start like
word
that.
or that one line that is going to get you all, oh my God, the flutters and no.
You can't stop thinking about him because of that
No.
one thing that he says.
Somebody
It
going
doesn't
to walk up
always
in there
start like
one
that.
day, you want to turn around like, bounce you and you want to turn off and say, hey, blouse and skirt." it can't happen like that too. You
Or
get me, I
you
say?
don't even have to turn around and seem like that. You and him cuss out and
Big
go on
time.
bad.
Big
and you
time.
hate the little, and then you see him a second time around, you see and cut your eye, and a third time, and him might say one like something and
You
it make you
laugh.
laugh. And from there, you and him started talking and become friends and whatever, and the next thing you know, it's your husband. It happens.
It happens.
Or your wife for the men. You understand me? It doesn't always start this beautiful way. Sometimes, the movies and different things paint a picture where make we think that things
Lord
always go that
Jesus,
way.
nobody talk about
it
that.
doesn't.
Nobody
really
talk about
doesn't.
that.
So be
And then
mindful of these things.
Remember that this social media thing, I will always talk about it. Not everyone is strong enough to say, you know what, I won't allow people's pictures, people's videos, their quotes, their statuses to make me feel as though I am less than. Not everybody is strong enough. And we as a people and as a world and as a nation, we are creating this space of making people feel like, listen, everything is good on my side, and if you don't have this, you're not happen. And we see that every day. And then that is why I was saying to some young people the other day that, listen, you need to declutter. Sometimes we need for us literally get up and just declutter our social media, get off of Instagram for a while, delete it if you have to. My brother right now is taking a detox.
Okay.
Because I'm very much hooked on Instagram. And I have a time when I just detox myself from some things because guess what? Not everybody is going to promote positivity in a way make you feel like, you get me I say? You just have to know, if you're not strong enough, don't get involved in some things.
Yeah.
Don't get involved in some things.
And don't try to measure up or match up to what you see. Because
Never do that.
lot of the times, what you see is not real. People show you the best and the brightest things.
Nobody is putting on social media when it's bad.
No.
Nobody.
No. You're not going to see my dirty laundry out there because, I mean, it's the bad part. And people generally don't want to show that side. So, you know, just because you see the fine and dandy and the pretty stuff doesn't mean that the ugly stuff does not exist. So have that in mind. You understand me? When you are trying to find a partner. And just know that, just make it work for you. Be determined about what you want. And like you said when you started, if you want something, you need to, if you want a relationship, not something. You want a relationship, fix you. All of the flaws and the market, not all the flaws will be fixed before. You'll have some issues. But work on the major things. Like the low self-esteem thing. Don't try to wait until you find a partner for him or her to boost up your self-esteem. That no good.
I did a podcast couple months ago with Kerika McGregor, right? And she was talking about, you know, just being whole because she went through the whole, you know, man just do this to her and she not learn from it and whatever. And you get me I say? And a lot of us, we are, like you're saying, we are waiting for somebody to make us feel whole. And some of us feel like, if me not have a man, I mean, how this a go work? I mean, find some other single friends and go out, go enjoy yourself.
Yeah, and like you said,
and if you want to be wife, act wifely. If there is such a word, or
and find out what a wife is supposed to do.
Find out what a wife is. You know, go out there and walk with your long face for the whole world know say you're single. Can a man not go approach them with it?
Yeah, and then
put yourself together.
As you mentioned that, I'm glad you said that because there is something that I wanted to say too. I mean, I know. I don't know how much you want to touch on the corona thing and the fact that it's keeping us under. But I've seen that, you know, people take them time and go out bit by bit. You know, you just run out, go to a little dinner or you know, whatever. Please, ladies, I'm talking to the ladies right now. Ladies. I mean, it goes for the men too because me I beg you know. You're a single woman and you want to attract a man. You're looking for somebody. Put yourself together properly now, please.
Please.
I am not no fashionista or fashion designer, and it's not for me to tell you, you know, what's in from what's not. But I can tell you what don't look good. You need to know what it is that you are supposed to wear, what fits your body, what makes, what shows off your assets.
Curves
and when we say show it off, I mean if you're naked and out a door, people, please. I mean, some things are only appropriate for the dance hall or for your bedroom or something like that. Why you need to go out there with all of the, what is that proper word that you call the black part of the breast?
Areola, I think.
Yeah, with all of your areola out the door. I mean, you're trying to attract a man that you can spend your life with, a man that's not just coming to you for sex.
You
can't go look like that.
When the man see them, somebody to them get turned off, them not approach a man because
a good man that is trying to find a wife does not want to see that. He doesn't want to see that, darling. I'm sorry if that is how you always dress. You might need to look into it. I'm sorry. And for the man them, listen, you need to put yourself together too. No matter feel like say the woman them want anything with them see. Just true. Because you're a man of means say enough. Put yourself together properly, look good, look slick, smell good, and all them something that we want to see those things too. Women want to see it too.
Man for smell good, man.
Yeah, man. So I mean,
really
if
good.
you're looking for a partner and if you're going out there, if you get the chance to go out there when you do, put yourself together properly. Present yourself as though you really are trying to find someone.
The biggest point I would say though is be whole first.
Yes.
Don't look for some. We've heard it so many times. Nobody completes you, dead. Nobody completes you, darling. You complete yourself, and then the both come together.
It completes me.
No. You complete yourself.
It doesn't mean you have to come
If
half
you have to wait upon the man for complete you, sister, or the woman for complete you, sir, it not gonna work.
Yeah.
Be whole. Look upon the things that in yourself where you need for fix, because some of you have some nasty, dirty, sit in a way.
Yeah, true. And then as I say, it won't all be, you won't be able to fix all of it all at once. Some things are work in progress and over time. But look into yourself. Don't just put yourself, our producer made a point when we were discussing this topic. Like, present yourself or be the person that you would want to find.
Yeah.
Present yourself in that way. You understand me? You want to find one good man where him personality stay right, and him kind, and him this and him that, and all those wonderful things you're listing. And you are a woman who have nothing good boy, yo. Like, where I go with that?
But you know too that you have some women who they are out there, and let's say you go out by yourself, because you have women who date themselves, right? And you bring yourself to this lovely,
just treat yourself to a dinner
chill
or
spot,
something,
right?
yeah.
And a man approach us, and because we're so used to rejecting everybody who comes to us, we don't even take the time to know somebody who comes and approach us. As the man come and say hi, good night, no, not interested.
You're turning away what could have been a good opportunity.
Exactly. You don't even know the man name. You don't know where I come with. And I like him come say. Because some man based on how them approach you, says a no.
Yeah.
Sexiness. Sir, continue walking. Because if a wife you look so, continue walking. You get messy, but if a man say, hi, good night, how are you? Or may I buy you a drink?
Give him the time of day.
Give him a chance.
And if he fails, then move along.
Give him a chance.
Yeah. If you really look for somebody, you can't run with everybody.
You cannot run away everybody.
And you can't, as I would say, don't judge a book by its cover.
Yeah.
Although, as may I say, no present yourself in a pop down way, whether you're a man or a woman, and expect somebody to see you and be welcoming. You understand me? But at the same time, you may look at a man and he don't necessarily look like the type that you're looking. And then him come and start talking to you, and you realize that, oh, but him
not so bad.
Right. Talk to him, talk to him a little bit more and see how it goes. And no, this is not easy, because when you go find yourself, I'll go entangled up with all some, look at mad people out there now. Mad people out there. So you have to be so very careful. And especially if you're gonna try to do this whole social media, online dating kind of something.
People catfish you and that.
Yeah.
People catfish you. Put up one nice picture when you meet the man that the man that said, sit down right over here and at the red shirt, I go say, no, sir, that's not you. That could never be you.
Yeah, like things like that happen. So you have to be so careful. If you're doing online dating, don't agree if you're going to meet nobody certain place in certain way.
Yeah, be mindful of that too. Yeah.
No. I guess we'll probably have to go do one next. Something.
But I hope this one helped though. I really hope this one helped.
Yeah.
We'll continue.
This is like a part one.
This is a part one too.
Yeah, because it's a lot. It's not
a
easy.
lot.
It's not simple. So
it is a lot.
We're just saying, know who you are, know what you want, and put some effort into finding what you want. Thank you so much for watching.
Thank you so much for listening. And remember that this audio is also available in all podcast platforms. They're right down here. If you're watching us for the first time, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Please like and share this video. Thank you so much for watching.